Thank you for being a friend. Down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a friend and a comforter. And when you do your heartache, that's the part I forgot. You're making everyone you knew. What's it? You don't think the best to be, and the heart and love will say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Fatal J Show. Today, we're going to be talking about a lot of DCEU news. We're going to be talking about some Marvel stuff. It was some Marvel leaks came out there. And guess what? On the Fatal J Show, we're going to read them. So please, YouTube, fair use. Fair use, YouTube, because you know what you like to do when it comes to the leaks. You like to strike people. And if you strike me, I'm going to cry. Let's see who up in here. I'm going to let my special guest come in a minute. Yeah, I think he's chilling in the back eating a Subway sandwich, and they look oh so good because I want to take a bite out of it too. Pause. Let's read this right here. Let's see what everybody's saying. We got Frank Knight up in here. Frank Knight. I'm glad it won't have any Superman. That movie look like it's ish. We're going to talk about that. 20 people up in here. Smash that like button so more people can come up in here and watch me make a fool of myself. Yeah. We got Fatal Jam over here. We got Perry Comments. What up, Perry? Perry, if you want the link, let me know. I'll put you in here. We're going to be talking about a lot of comic booky type stuff. Jed, what up, Jed? Glad you're here, Laura. We got Roger that already came through with some super chat love. So, Roger, this right here. All righty, we got my boy Weekly Coach up in here. Thank you for coming out. Southern Seesaw up in here. We got ABJ in the house. ABJ, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to bring you out in a minute. We got Norbert Friends up in here. We got Zachariah. We got the Bat Channel up in this. What up, Bat Channel? Get at your boy Fatal J. We're going to make it happen. I'm going to get you on the stream. We're going to make it happen. I promise you. We got Comic Quirks with Jimmy up in here. We got Cool Will up in here. Bro, your computer mic is on. Dang, I'm glad you said that. See, y'all always looking out for your boy Fatal J. Thank you so much for that.
Now, boom. Now I sound a whole lot better. Thank you so much. David Quarantine up in here. We got John. We got Demajana up in here. Demajana, if you at work, I'm still going to give you the link. Come on in. Got Andrew up in here. Robbie Verse. I think I got everybody so far. 27 people up in the building. Make sure to smash that like button. We to talk about some DCEU goodness and some Marvel goodness. And we're going to talk about if Loki episode 5 was trash or was it a classic? Yeah. And I got my friend in the back. I got to bring him out. This dude right here, he been motivating your boy Fatal J. I just love his work ethic. We were just talking in the back how we gonna take over YouTube. Have you ever seen the video, played the video game Streets of Rage? That's what we gonna do to YouTube. Me and ABJ, we just gonna come in, start beating everybody down in YouTube and demanding them to make us have 1 million subscribers and 1 million views on each video. Let me bring my friend up in here. I'm gonna sound like that little girl that be on his intro. I'm like Jedi. Bro, your mic ain't even working, man.
Hold up, how about now?
Man, it sound good. Now you sound
you
too loud. Lower the volume a little bit, man.
Oh, my bad. How about now?
ABJ, how's you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be here on that Fatal J Show, baby. Yo, you know what's funny?
What's funny?
Well, first off, that's a little boy in the intro, not a girl.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it is. And secondly, I had to think about it for a second. And secondly, I forgot because that part made me.
Dang, you all right, bro?
Oh, I know what it is. When
okay,
he was talking about like when someone said that your computer mic was on, I was thinking like, oh, that's why I sound so bad. I was like, I know his mic used to sound better than that.
But I'm not gonna lie. I have that hood internet provider service. I'm talking about the internet provider service. I pay $5 a month. So what do they tell you? That's that Obamacare.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
internet provider for free type stuff.
I was about to say maybe I need to get on that, but not if it's that slow.
Hey man, we finna get into some DCEU news though. ABJ.
Mm-hmm.
Now it was some big news that came out on the Marvel end. We're gonna talk about DC too. And I'm hearing a lot of audio somewhere. Let me turn this off.
You sound good on my end. Pause.
Sound good?
Yeah, you sound fine over here. Pause.
Oh, okay. I did something wrong. I'm being a boomer today. Y'all forgive me. Okay, here you go right here. Boom. Boss Logic. Now, did you see this right here? Did you see this week?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. Can you see
I
what's
made
on
a
the
whole.
screen?
I can see it barely, but I know what this is. I made a whole video on this, Jay. Did you not see my video?
No, I missed it, and I'm sorry. I've been busy, man.
Wow. So much
Okay,
support.
I want to ask you this question, and I promise you, the DCEU people that's here, we're going to tie this in the flashpoint. But after seeing this and seeing what was going on with your boy Hugh Jackman and that picture he did with Kevin Feige, do you think everybody reaching, or do you think he coming back to either Spider-Man No Way Home or Doctor Strange?
It's definitely not a reach, just because one, like, what would Hugh be doing with Kevin? Like, don't get me wrong, like, obviously it's Hollywood, they know each other. He was, in Marvel movies, but it wasn't Kevin Feige's Marvel.
Yeah. And
the fact that he posted like right after he posted Claws, that's like, I see that, drunk. I see that.
Okay, but let me put you on blast real quick. ABJ, sorry for cutting you off because somebody was being so rude. But every time you come up in my comment section, it's only two things you say. And here you go. This is what Drunk say. Now watch this, ABJ. I'm not lying. I got the receipts. In the back, if you look at my comments, I'm talking about ever since me and Drunk met. We met 2 years ago. This the only thing he put in the comments. Nice intro. Or you know what he'll say? He'll either say nice intro or he'll say this. I hear a fan in the background. That's the only two things he say. I hear a fan in the background.
Bro, I showed you he only watches the intro and he leaves.
He do that all the time.
He still hasn't got to the end of a video.
He said you still get the view count and the money. Ziva Fett, I got that shirt, brother. Thank you so much, Ziva Fett. I thought you were supposed to be on four nerds right now. If you want the link, let me know. I'll let you in the chat. D, if you want to come in, I'll let you in the chat too. Drunk, if you want in, I'll let you in the chat too.
Hold up. I want to say something to combat what Drunk said, though. He said you still get the view count and the money. Yes, but he doesn't get the watch time.
Bro, I'm
which is
lucky.
Important.
The watch time is very important. That's probably the most important thing on YouTube is the watch time, bro.
And two, if you got ads at the end, he ain't watching those.
That's true. And I'm lucky to make even $10 on a YouTube video, especially the way they've been treating me lately. But do you think Wolverine, Hugh Jackman is coming back, or do you think not?
I don't know, man. Like, it could be him trolling, but I don't think so. Like, why would you post that? And there were a lot of rumors about it, like, before,
Now, this is the reason I'm saying this, because everybody say, Fatal J, you a Marvel hater and all this type of stuff. No, I'm not. This is the thing about me. When it comes to MCU and DCEU, I like DCEU a tad bit better. But the reason why I made a video about this, if Wolverine come back, if Hugh Jackman comes back, I hate to say it, but it's over for DC. Because DC got
that's what makes it over for DC.
I think so. Because look, okay, the only multiverse movie that's coming out on DC end is Flashpoint. The only people that they name, and I got it right here. Let me pull it up. These are the only people that's going to show up in Flashpoint. Let me see.
But bro, besides I'll let you get your point out.
Okay, now peep this. Now I want to ask you this, ABJ.
Yeah.
If Wolverine comes back in either Spider-Man or No Way Home, oh, hold on, I said that wrong. If he comes back in Spider-Man No Way Home or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness,
right.
Does this cast compete with Hugh Jackman coming back to the MCU? That's all I'm wondering.
No. Can I be completely honest? Like, does anyone even? I think people will go see the Flash movie. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't see the public. I mean, like, outside of the people that are like just big comic book fans or like grew up on this kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
don't see like the public being like, "Oh, the Flash, yeah, we gotta go see it." You know what I mean? Like, I
That's
just don't.
what I'm saying.
I don't see that. I mean, that's why they probably are putting Batman in here, so people. That's like what Hollywood always does. They did it with Spider-Man and Iron Man. I don't know why, because Spider-Man's like the most popular of them all. But I just feel like they're putting Batman in there so people will be like, "Ooh, Batman's in it." But I mean, no, I don't.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
really
saying.
care.
And this is the thing now. I don't know if you keep up with what Warner is doing to the fans. It's similar to what Lucasfilm is doing with their fans and neglecting them. They don't want no parts of the Snyderverse. They don't want none of that in there.
Yeah,
And a lot of people keep talking about, well, we can potentially get people from the Justice League like Henry Cavill. And I keep telling people, I don't think they're going that route of a Henry Cavill. I don't think Henry Cavill gonna be. I'm getting even to the point I'm thinking Ben Affleck won't even be in this movie. Now, a lot of people saying, based off this right here and other sources, they say Ben Affleck is confirmed, but I haven't seen no words of that. Now, I'm thinking, since they put Michael Keaton, now you heard this first on the Fatal J show, you haven't heard this nowhere else. So if you hear this somewhere else, they stole it from me. If they put Michael Keaton, Batman in this, I think the Superman that they're going to put in this film, I think they're going to do Christopher Reeves. I just blew your mind, didn't I?
You did. Wait, hold on. Christopher Reeves?
Now you see.
Wait.
Okay, see. I knew I was gonna get you. But yes, of course, Christopher Reeves is dead. We all know this.
I didn't want to be like, what, they gonna dig that man up? I didn't want to be disrespectful.
But think about it though, ABJ. Think about this though. Look at Rogue One.
Yeah, I know, but
2 characters was dead in that.
They're gonna do that through the whole movie, though.
I hope not, but I feel like Christopher Reeves gonna show up. I really do. And let me give a quick shout out to my Dark Council brethren, Abu Nas. I wish you safe journeys, my friend. He's going to visit family, and I wish him a great trip. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to give you something with Vegeta because Abu Nas, you basically Vegeta in human form. So here you go, my friend.
Bring it on. As you wish.
Bunal says salute to my dog council bro and his guest ABJ. Right the spot, guys. I'm out running errands right now. Popped in to show love. Wakanda forever. Laugh out loud. We're gonna be talking about that too later on.
Wakanda forever. Yeah. I think if Christopher Reeves show up, it's just for like a cameo. I don't think he'll have a significant role. I think they'll just use his likeness in a cameo. And that's kind of how I feel about Hugh Jackman. Obviously, it'll be Hugh Jackman, but I don't think that like he's having a significant role if he shows up in the movie. I think it'll just be like
that's what I'm thinking too.
It's Wolverine, you know. I just think
I think that too with crossing over to DC. I think that's gonna be the same thing with Ben Affleck. He's not gonna be throughout the whole movie. They gonna do something with Christopher Reeves popping up. He ain't gonna be in the entire movie. I seriously think the entire movie is gonna be about the Supergirl. It's gonna be about Michael Keaton's Batman, and it's going to be about Ezra Miller, of course. It's gonna be about those three.
Now, but when does the Flash movie come out? Do they have a release date?
It comes out it comes out next year, I think, 2022. Chad, y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe it's 2022 that Flashpoint is coming out.
They've been talking about this joint since 1993. I hope it's good. Don't get me wrong. Like I like DC. Yeah. My dog's whining. Sorry. I like DC. I actually I have a Batman wallet, bro. Like I keep
telling everybody this is how I do a Jedi mind trick on people. Okay, everybody say, Fatal J, you know Marvel is the best. Marvel is the best. Then I ask him this. I said, who's better than Superman and Batman and Marvel?
Yeah, no, for real. Like that's the problem, though.
Can't nobody answer that.
I think what it is, Fatal J, is it's not the culture. Is that Marvel's better because their movies have been good, and like DC's kind of all over the place with theirs. But if you could turn out a really good Superman Batman team up film, bro, like that would blow anything Marvel's done out the water, in my opinion, because those two characters together done right are like the best of the best when it comes to comic books. Like
I tell everybody, you can go across the whole world and survey the whole world and ask them what superheroes they know. Even like our moms and stuff that don't know nothing about superheroes and stuff, they gonna say Superman and Batman.
Yeah, I mean, just the back and forth between those characters, dude. If they could get that right in the film, their friendship, but also like, they clash on things. I mean, like, it would just be great.
It'd be great. Because I put it like this, and there's 39 people here, make sure to smash that like button. But I always say this: Superman and Batman is a strong first two. And a strong 3 is Spider-Man. And a weak 4 is Wolverine. But those first 2, you're going to always say Superman and Batman. And then when you say your favorite superhero woman, who is your first favorite superhero woman?
I mean, Wonder Woman for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to always be Wonder Woman.
She's the biggest, I would say. Like, as far as like public opinion, like the first one that comes to your mind will probably be Wonder Woman. I think that Spider-Man is obviously Marvel's biggest, and like you said, he's probably like that third biggest out of all. I don't know. I think that I'm just being, don't kick me out the show for this. I just think that DC, they're kind of they're between a rock and a hard place, because it's either go back and just do what Snyder was doing, which they're not going to do. Let's just face it. They're not going to just go back and let's say, okay, because that would be so messy. Like, okay, well, this is canon and we're just going to do this. It's either that or start everything over and like hope people come and watch your movies, because what they've been doing, in my opinion, it's very meh. Like, the only movie I've really loved that DC's put out is probably Man of Steel. I'm talking about in the DCEU, and I can understand.
I can understand. But this is the thing, man. The Snyder Cut came out, and this was the biggest movie on HBO Max streaming, period. When you go across the world, biggest movie on streaming of 2021, and Warner is not taking advantage of that. It's almost like a Lucasfilm, where you got a Kathleen Kennedy thing going on, and then you have a Jon Favreau, George Lucas thing going on.
Right.
Where Warner do not, for some odd reason out there, do not want to participate in anything that has to do with Zack Snyder.
I think it's stubbornness, right? There's these big, $1 billion or however much money WB has at this point, and it's like, who are we, even though we're the consumer, to tell them what they need to make and how they should make it? Even though, I mean, we are the consumer, we should. But I kind of get a little bit of where that comes from, because me as a YouTuber, even, like, I don't like when people tell me what I should be doing. I get that, but this is like completely different. Like, you're messing with dollars that are so huge and so big that it doesn't make sense not to give people what they want. It's gonna benefit everyone. The people get what they want. You're gonna make tons of money, which is all you really care about.
That's all you care about. And that, I don't know if it's something that Zack Snyder did, and we can talk about Zack Snyder in a few seconds. I don't know if he slapped somebody's mama, or I don't know if he teabagged somebody or what, because they really hate this man. They really hate his characters.
You think he's a scumbag behind closed doors and we just don't know it?
He could be. I mean, and this is coming from a Zack Snyder hardcore fan. For them to do him like this and treat him so bad, the only thing I can think of is he slept with somebody's mama or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bugs Bunny's mom.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Let me see what the chat's saying before we switch to the next topic. Eric, let me see. Warner Brothers seems to stumble at every turn. They can't even give people the Superman they want. I agree. DC standalone movies, Dark Knight, King's Batman, Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, Zack movies stand the test of time. When you go back to watching an older Marvel movie, it feels dated itself a Winter Soldier. Is that true?
I don't think that's true, but I mean, honestly, phase one of the MCU isn't that
I'm not gonna lie, and I promise you I'm not being biased. Even though Robert Downey Jr. is the most talented person at Marvel, was the most talented person at Marvel, but I think his trilogy sucks, bro.
I think Iron Man 1's good. Iron Man 2 was cool.
Iron Man
3 is trash.
Iron Man 2 is borderline garbage.
I think it was all right. I think Iron Man 3 is pretty trash.
Iron Man 3 is trash, bro.
Yeah. I think Captain America, the first movie's horrible, and then the last two are good.
See, if you go back, because I thought that too. I thought the first Captain America was trash, but just go back and give it a good watch. It's pretty good, bro.
I don't like it. I know a lot of people that's like their favorite Marvel movie. I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't see it, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. And them the two heavy hitters right there is Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr.
No, I do like the other two. I think Civil War and what do you call it? Winter Soldier are some of the best MCU films. But
yeah, Winter Soldier is the best one. And I always say this too, even though I know it's not MCU. Logan is up there too.
Oh, Logan's phenomenal.
Yeah. We can switch topics real quick. Some Zack Snyder news. I don't know if you seen this, ABJ, but Zack Snyder always wanted to do a Star Wars film, and Netflix is giving him an opportunity to do a Star Wars type sci-fi film. This is what it says right here. It says Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. Justice League director Zack Snyder.
Wait, is that what it's called? Rebel Moon?
It's called Rebel Moon, bro.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that title. That's interesting.
Justice League director Zack Snyder has announced his next movie, Rebel Moon, a galactic adventure inspired by Star Wars and Akira Kurosawa. What are your thoughts about that, sir?
I mean, they're saying all the things I like, It's inspired by Star Wars. I'm not going to attempt to say that Japanese name, but I love, samurai, Westerns in space type vibe. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love Star Wars, obviously. I mean, I dedicated a whole YouTube channel basically to it. And on top of that, I mean, I think here's the thing. I know you love Zack Snyder. I'm very hit or miss with Zack Snyder.
I understand. That's why I got you on the show. I love that different opinions,
Yeah, but I see like every movie that he makes, I'm always like, wow, this has got so much potential. And I think that as far as cinematography goes, that man can do no wrong. I mean, it's just like amazing with that. But I just think he needs to work on. He's almost like a rapper. He kind of needs a ghostwriter to balance his flow.
But you exactly right. I'm gonna tell you this, and this is coming from a hardcore fan, and people in the chat don't go off on me. And we got 45 people in here. Continue to smash that like. I mean, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Can you guys treat me like Revenge of the Sith, and don't treat me like The Force Awakens? Okay? Can you guys treat me like the Snyder Cut? Don't treat me like Justice League. Smash that like button, because I already told you guys, YouTube hates me. You don't understand that. Man. They hate my guts. And it might be ABJ, but they hate me. Now, if you hate me, smash that like button. If you like me, smash that like button. You don't have a choice here. Okay? I will spend the rest of this entire show just ranting at you guys for not smashing the like button. Please do it. I'm depressed without it, okay? I'm going through things. I lost my car, my house, my whole family. So at least you can do is smash that like button. That's all I got to my name now is a freaking thumbs up. So smash it.
I didn't know that, man. You're going through a lot right now. It's tough.
I'm going through a lot, man.
We can talk about it after the stream, man. Don't worry about it.
Let me ask you this. Netflix, this could be a little competition for Disney.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is what's his face? Zack Snyder, the new, face of Netflix.
And this the thing too, ABJ. I think Star Wars do need a little competition to put some fire under their butts. Balls.
Bro, I mean, I'll let you finish, but I'll give you my opinion on that.
No, I'm just I can wrap it up, but I'm just saying, without competition, you can get lazy. You can put your own agendas in there. You can do all these stupid Rudy Poo movies that nobody asked for. But if you got somebody killing it over here on this excellent platform, Netflix is the king. They still the kings of platforming, streaming, whatever, streaming, platforming. Over here, Disney is just getting in the game. Okay, people are not that hype about Star Wars like they was 10 years ago. So I think this would be pretty good if Zack can give us something, because I don't even have to worry about visuals when it comes to Zack Snyder. That dude is literally the king of visuals.
Yeah.
But I think this would be good for Disney. I think this would be good for Star Wars, Lucasfilm. Give them some competition.
Yeah, almost every Zack Snyder movie will be watchable alone just because he's sure to give you action and he's sure to film it super well. I just think, like I said, kind of like Drake, he needs a ghostwriter. He needs somebody to come in there and balance his scripts a little bit. In my opinion, I don't know if he already has that. If he does, he should fire them and hire someone else. As far as being competition for Star Wars, the first thing I would say is I do agree with you that when you don't have competition, you do get lazy and you just start putting out whatever. But they'll buy it. But at the same time, I don't know how you get competition for Star Wars because it's not a franchise. It's literally like life for a lot of people. And I mean, I just don't see anything coming in and being like, oh no, watch this. But if it's good enough, it will attract people from Star Wars, and people that have been fed up with it might start, giving that more attention, making videos about that. But I don't know. I don't think I can get behind saying that will happen just because Zack Snyder, I don't know if he has it in him to make that classic of a film. I hope he does.
Hey, and you're right, man. But I will say this, with what's going on with Star Wars now, do you think Zack could put something on the same level, if not better? I'm not talking about George. I'm not talking about George Lucas stuff.
If we're talking about the sequels, then I mean, I can make a better movie than The Rise of Skywalker in my basement. So, no, he definitely can. Yeah, so I'm glad you clarified that because I was thinking I don't know, but the original trilogy, ain't nobody touching the original trilogy. But that's definitely possible.
No, I ain't trying to be blasphemous. I'm not trying to be blasphemous. Next in DC news, we got this is what they said about Will Smith, because everybody was wondering why Will Smith didn't show up in the Suicide Squad, the new one that's coming out soon. It says Will Smith didn't return as Deadshot in the Suicide Squad due to schedule conflicts, said producer Peter Safran. Do you think that's true?
He probably didn't even call him back when they called him for the sequel. My man probably texted him I can't make it.
Yeah, because you know what, Will Smith probably too expensive anyway. You know what I mean? Because think about that last Suicide Squad movie. You know Will Smith was the highest paid on that whole cast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, who would you rather see though? Because I'm not gonna lie, Idris Elba is a top tier actor. Compared to Will Smith, which one would you rather see? Would you rather?
I'm about to be a little blasphemous, maybe, but I think Will Smith's pretty washed up. I love Will Smith, but he hasn't made a good movie in a long time.
I know he haven't made nothing on the caliber of Independence Day or the first Men in Black,
or even iRobot. I love iRobot.
Yeah,
I Am Legend, Hitch. I mean, he's got so many classics. I can't think of the last great Will Smith movie, man.
Yeah,
they've all been this is gonna be a flop. You see Will Smith why are you in this, man? That's what I always think now when I see one of his movies. I was why are you making this, dog? You're Will Smith. So I think that's what's going to be his legacy. His legacy is going to be this actor that made so many great films, and then halfway through his career, he just started putting out flop after flop.
I hate that for him. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Jada Pinkett, you need to stop getting into those entanglements that you got going on, okay? The man can't focus on his work anymore, okay? So make sure you keep that mirror strong with Will Smith. Stop sleeping with those younger men.
Well, yeah, you might be right on that. I don't know. I don't know if this is true. I think that he probably just didn't want to do the movie because the first one wasn't that well received, and it's what's the point?
So let me ask you though, you still didn't answer my question. Would you rather see Idris Elba or would you rather see Will Smith?
I mean, at this point, Idris Elba, because Like I said, Will Smith's and flops.
I'm gonna tell you, if you compare those two, I will say they about neck and neck. So that was a good recasting that they did with Idris Elba, because Idris Elba is one of the dopest actors I ever seen, and I'm not just saying that because he's black.
They really need to make that man James Bond, man.
I mean, this dude is so cold. He could change his accent on movies. He talk like this, chip chip cheerio and all that rubbish. He from England. He talk like that, you know. But you would never notice it. I don't see him in hood movies, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, he's really talented. Yeah, I'd rather see Idris Elba. I don't know, man. I think. Well, what do you think about Suicide Squad in general? Do you think it's going to be good, the new one?
I don't know. I don't know. It ain't no hype around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the first one wasn't great.
And you know, Julie, I'm a good. I can see. You know, I can decide if a trailer is going to be dope just by watching the trailer. I can tell if it's going to be dope by watching the trailer. That trailer doesn't excite me.
Yeah, me either. Like, I know people are excited because it's James Gunn. You get Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to say something a little blasphemous. I never thought Guardians of the Galaxy were any of the best MCU movies. Like, I thought the first one was cool, but I remember like those first movies. I mean, like both of them really. They were like, people were acting like they were like the second coming of Christ. Like, oh my God, you got to see it. It's so good. It's like nothing you ever seen. I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't that cool.
James Gunn. I don't really like James Gunn because that stuff he did on Twitter. I will say this: that first Guardians of the Galaxy was super dope to me, but that part two Guardians of the Galaxy was a big leg down, bro.
Yeah, the first one was cool, but like the second one was kind of, and I hated the music in it. That's just my taste, but
we gonna continue. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was excited for the soundtrack, and I was like, "What is this?"
What up, Lou? Glad you're here. Bad channel. Hicksville. Eat my butt is in here. The watcher. Hicksville is up in here. Thank y'all so much for coming out. It's supposed to get crazy later on in this stream. We got 30 minutes left. It's going to get crazy with each topic because we're going to get into, we're going to get into some Marvel leaks. Do you want spoilers?
Who, me? I don't care.
Okay.
That's kind of like what I do on my channel.
We be talking about some crazy stuff pretty soon. I'm just getting all the nuggets out of the way, you know?
Yeah, it don't bother me.
This right here, The Rock, Black Adam. Minutes away from shooting a very cool cutting-edge scene from my movie Black Adam. My skilled makeup artist, somebody named, applying tiny white tracking dots to very specific areas of my body. Pause. So visual effects team track and complete my muscle fiber. Let me see. Hardest in my career, I had to maintain this physical look. I just want to ask you because I'm not reading all this. And they should be wrapping up Black Adam filming this week. Do you think this is going to be a gigantic hit for The Rock, or it's going to be a gigantic miss? Because this is going to be really The Rock on his own, his very first solo movie. What you think? So
once again, just like the Flash movie, I feel like they've been talking about this movie since 1993. I feel like it just, if the movie is good, it's not like one of those movies like Flash. I feel like a lot of people about Flash just aren't going to care that much until they see Batman. With Black Adam, people really won't care, but it's The Rock, so I feel like people will be like, "Oh, The Rock," and I mean, like, he can sell anything.
Hey, but this is the thing, ABJ. Just really think about this. A lot of people say, "Oh, The Rock is a big action star. He just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He just like Sylvester Stallone." Yeah. But The Rock ain't never really had a big blockbuster billion-dollar movie. And if he's had hits, but he shared it with people like Fast and Furious. That's a big gigantic cast. Or Jumanji. That's a Kevin Hart. All his movies with Kevin Hart do good, but it's never been The Rock on his own. You know what I mean? The movies he's been in by himself, I don't know how well they've done. I don't think he's ever had a flop though. Like he's never had a movie that didn't make its budget back or something. Yeah, I don't think he have either, but he ain't never had that Marvel blockbuster billion-dollar action movie where people are like, you gotta go see this. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if it's good, it's good. I don't think it'll be a flop just because of Rock is in it, and he's never been in a flop. So maybe this will be his first flop, but I doubt it. It's a superhero movie. It's DC and it's The Rock.
I think it'll definitely make its budget back at least and more. I don't know if it'll be good though. That's the problem.
I don't know. They've been hyping up this movie for years. They've been hyping it up for years. So we'll see how it go, bro. We'll see how it go.
Yeah. Before you
ahead.
move on, I was just gonna say that's my whole problem with the DCEU though. Like, I just don't see. I don't see where it's going. I feel like one of the most fun things about the MCU is like you can kind of theorize where they're going with it, and you like see all these cool Easter eggs, and like there's an actual storyline they're following, whether you like it or not. Like you can it has that. Like for the DCEU, it's been so all over the place that it's just like as a DC fan, as a comic book fan, I can't get like invested into it because I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea how any of this stuff's supposed to link up. I have no idea like why I should be excited about the future.
Yeah. They don't have no direction. It's just like Lucasfilm, bro. Think about the current state of Lucasfilm right now. They don't know where to go. They don't know if they want to move with where Ray and Finn and all those, that generation, or go back to the past or start something new. They don't know. You know why? Because they tried to go their own route. They thought fans was dumb. And just because they see the label Star Wars or see the label Justice League, people were just going to follow with whatever they spoon feed us. And now they're stuck.
I'm listening to you. It's just my dog.
And that's a nice dog, by the way.
Yeah, she's a sweet girl. Can you get down? I'm on stream.
It's supposed to get crazy up in here, though. You know what we about to do? We supposed to do some exclusives.
Exclusive.
Live on the Fader J show. It's supposed to be crazy. And all I want to say this, YouTube, fair use. Fair use. Don't try it. All right.
Don't try it.
Now, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to Reddit always bring the pain when it comes to leaks. Because I remember a leak came out with The Force Awakens. No, not Force Awakens. Rise of Skywalker. And line by line, everything was on point. They have a few movies up here that we're going to read about. And this is fair use, fair use. It said, I should clarify that all these leaks were not posted by one single individual, but are rather a compilation of all the 4chan leaks posted over the past month by different people. Doctor Strange 2. Now this is the Doctor Strange 2 leaks. I worked on the set from November 22 from April of this year. Don't have all the plot, but some pretty big details. Loki does show up in the film. This is Doctor Strange 2. He is not featured heavily, but still plays a role in the events. Tommy and Billy are connected to America Chavez's story. Giant Chaluhulo Squid is only a secondary villain.
Who?
I don't know. I
don't know who that is. I never heard of them.
Scarlet Witch turns full on bad villainous in this movie.
Really?
Doctor Strange travels to Romneyverse, 616 universe, gets a comic accurate costume. I've heard that Wong also dies, but not 100%. What do you think about that leak? People in the chat and ABJ. What you think about that?
Could be true. I mean, nothing too wild in there. Last place we left Wanda, spoilers for WandaVision, is she was kind of in a dark place, even though like they don't really show exactly how dark. She does have the dark hold, and she's definitely trying to get her children back.
Yeah.
And I feel like that show, while it was cool, I have my problems with it, but I feel like it kind of put her through this healing process only to take everything away from her again. So in my opinion, like, isn't she kind of right back where she started, probably like in a very dark place? So I could see her turning bad. Doctor Strange going to what's his name? Rami? However you say his name, Raimi, I believe it is. Spider-Man.
Raimi first. I was like, what the freak? So they talking about, oh snap.
I can see that happening.
But you know what? If this leak is true, bro, then it's definitely going to be a Raimi verse in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, that's why I say I can see that happening, because from everything we've heard about No Way Home, Doctor Strange is in that, and Toby and Andrew are. So
play too much, man.
I mean,
you're right.
we'll see.
Shuma Gorath, Demogenous. I always talk about that character. He loved that character. Shuma
I don't know who
Gorath.
that is.
You're definitely true. Let me see what the Watcher says. The Watcher says it would be fire if Raimi Verse has his own violent version of Doctor Strange because J. Jonathan have dropped him in Spider-Man 2. Let's continue reading. Spider-Man No Way Home leak. YouTube. Fair use. Fair use. Because let me tell you something, YouTube. If this not true, then there's no reason to get mad at me and try to do the things that you do to people. I don't need no strike. I don't need no strike. This is long. I'm gonna try to just
paraphrase.
Yeah. No Way Home to avoid any complaints from Marvel. DC just called me Castle Bravo. I've seen the cut of the film, but several endings have been filmed in case test screenings don't react to them very well. Okay, so he's saying this might not be legit. It could be.
By the way, that's got me like,
I know this might be fake. Peter is in court where Matt Murdock, who fights, oh snap, because they've been talking about Daredevil. Peter is in court where Matt Murdock, who fights in Peter's defense to prove his innocence, but the case falls due to lack of good proof. Bro, if they put Daredevil from Netflix on it here, what do you think about that?
I think it'd be cool, but I'll let you read and I'll give my full thoughts on that.
Peter, Ned, and MJ are on a long school suspension due to their roles in Spider-Man Murder of Mysterio. So that sounds about right. Starting off where Peter Parker is accused of killing Mysterio. Months later, we're in the winter season. Peter, MJ, and Ned do get ready, but Ned and MJ have to distance themselves from Peter and work at a bakery. That's stupid. Let me see. The prisoners where the Sinister Six are held. Some of them managed to survive their deaths, only split seconds away being biting the dust. You got Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro. Okay, that's the only ones I see. While the others were randomly taken at some point after the movies took place, you got Spider-Man 3 Sandman, the Amazing Spider-Man Lizard, the Amazing Spider-Man Rhino. Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. Spider-Man 1 Goblin, Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock, and the Amazing Spider-Man Electro. So they taking those two movies and putting all those villains into one movie. What you think about that?
To make the Sinister Six?
Yeah.
I think it could be cool, but that could go badly really quick. My only problem is, I mean, Marvel has shown that they are good when it comes to juggling a bunch of huge characters. You know, that's not something that other movies have always been able to do well. But one thing that bothers me, and like why I feel like some of these leaks for No Way Home might not be true, is that it gets to the point where it's so much. It's so many characters. I mean, Daredevil, people saying Wolverine's gonna show up, people saying Doctor Strange is in it, like, and Toby and Andrew Garfield. And from what the recent leak said is that Andrew and Toby aren't just like, oh, we're here for a few minutes. Like, they're in it. So,
but then you got another interview out there that says Andrew Garfield said he not doing it.
Yeah, but can you really trust an actor when they say, oh, I'm not in it?
Yeah, because he might be under NDA. He can't say.
Like, he might not be able to say. Like,
let's just say they do have all the people in here. Would that make a dope movie with all those characters in there?
If they can juggle it right, yeah. I just don't know about that whole interdimensional Sinister Six setup. Like, you got to be careful with that. That might get real messy.
Yeah. I don't see that happening, bro. I could see them taking it all from one universe, like the Raimi verse, but I can't see you just picking what you want from each movie. You know what I mean? That sounds weird.
It sounds really confusing, especially for like what's it called? Regular audiences. Like, they might have seen those other films in the past, but I feel like they're gonna be super confused. Maybe you got to explain that, right? I
had to block that was my first troll ever. It was a troll.
It means you blowing up.
All right. Next up, the last. Oh, we got two more leaks. Let me see. Shang-Chi. Are you interested in Shang-Chi?
Sure. The Asian persuasion, Shang-Chi. Yeah. I thought the trailer was cool. I never been like, I'm not going to front and be like, oh, well, I love Shang-Chi, but the trailer was cool. So sure.
Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. I know people who worked on the movie. Here's what I know. Sima Liu really struggled with the dramatic scenes. He couldn't cry on demand. He's great at fight scenes, though. There's the secret appearance of a character from the MCU. He plays a major supporting role in the movie. Marvel hasn't shown him yet. He didn't tell me who it was, but for what I gathered, he's a big-name actor, but the character is more on Wong level. The character isn't Wong. Wong is a cameo in the movie. My personal guess is that it's Martin Freeman as the character is white and given the context of the movie. Tony Long character cast. The female section is great too and has great action scenes. My sources praise the movie and the crew. They think it will be great for Asians representation. All the plot leaks from 4chan were described as well-written fanfic so far. Some of the old points they got was right though.
I feel like that leak didn't tell us anything, really.
And didn't tell us nothing. You're exactly right.
Like, how's that a leak? Oh, the fight scenes are good, and the guy playing Shang-Chi couldn't cry on the man. Like,
let's see. We got Fantastic Four. When Feige said they're going to give the F4 the platform they deserve, he wasn't kidding. This may be the most carefully planned MC movie yet. Tons of scrutiny has been taken to ensure that this movie doesn't fall into the same traps that the 94, 05, 07, and 15 movies did. The Solve Everything production company is in fact a blatant reference to the Jonathan Hickman F4 run. Let me see. John Watts was an obvious choice for the get-go for director, as Feige was very impressed by his ability to navigate the Sony Marvel deal and make the Spider-Man movie successful.
I don't know why. Sorry.
No confirmation on this yet, but Kang is more likely to have some kind of link to the F4. Original movies based on Doctor Doom and Silver Surfer were rumored to be in development. No words on casting yet. The phrase "Stan will have loved this" has apparently been seen in a few times. That's not a leak, is it?
That's not a leak, dog. That's oh man. I hope that movie is good, dude.
I hope it's good too, bro, because you know what? A great Fantastic Four movie could trump anything from Avengers, in my opinion. Like anything that you want to do potentially in the future with Avengers or X-Men, I think Fantastic Four could take that spot of being a great group movie.
Oh yeah, no, movie. For sure. I want to see like a X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Avengers crossover movie, dude.
Yeah. Next up, I got some more. This is from Angela Bassett herself. Angela Bassett, that was the mother of T'Challa on Black Panther. This is what she said. She said there have been 5 versions of the Black Panther sequel script.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I just think when sad, that Chadwick, passed and he died. I think that's a product of that. Like trying to figure out how do we make this work and how do we be respectful, but also make a movie that makes sense and that fans will enjoy.
Yeah. I
think that's hard to do. So I believe that. I mean, is it a good thing? I don't know. It makes me think, well, I don't know. Obviously you got to make a sequel, but I don't know, man. I honestly don't know how you make this thing without making some people mad or emotional or even make it good.
Do you think that they can make a movie without T'Challa, a Black Panther movie?
Without the character or without Chadwick, you mean?
Okay, let's put it like this. They first started off saying this. They said they're coming out with a Black Panther movie and they're not recasting T'Challa. Is that movie possible? Eric says no.
So, like saying they're gonna make someone else Black Panther, not T'Challa.
Could that work?
I mean, for casuals, yeah. I don't think they care as much, but for like Marvel fans, probably not. Here's the thing, man. I don't think there's a win on this. Like us here on this channel, we probably are like, no, we need T'Challa, but there's probably gonna be like a mix of people that think like, no, Chadwick was T'Challa. Like you shouldn't make someone else T'Challa. I don't think there's a win here. Like either way, someone's gonna get pissed.
Somebody gonna get pissed. I think they need to just say freak it and recast T'Challa. My pick, I want them to do. Okay, you ever seen the NWA movie?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the dude that played MC Ren?
I don't think so.
I can pull it out.
I'm guessing he's black.
Yeah, he black. I think he black. He look black. Let me pull this dude up. But I think he would be the perfect T'Challa. His name is Aldous Hodge. I think he playing in Black Adam.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let me pull him up. I know you know this guy. Let me see.
If I see him, I probably know him.
Let me see. Let me pull it up. I think this dude would be the perfect T'Challa.
Hey, man, you just email this over to Kevin Feige, man. I know you got that bat line.
Man, I ain't got it like that. Okay, this dude right here.
Oh, that's the guy. You know what I know him from?
What you know?
Leverage. He was in this show called Leverage on TNT that started out pretty cool.
Okay, you remember you remember Marty came out with the show where he was dressing up like an old woman? It was called what's that movie called?
You talking about Big
Mama House?
Yeah.
He was on the first one and then nobody even noticed it. He was
really? How young was he?
He was super young. He was a little boy playing basketball. Remember he went to the basketball court and the kids was bullying that little boy and he was dunking on them kids. That was one of the kids he dunked on. That dude been acting forever, bro.
Hey, he's had a good career. Yeah, man, I could see him do it. I don't think he's like the most talented actor, but he's not bad. You know,
I just think he got that look though. He has that African look.
Yeah, he's black. No, I mean he does have some African, because obviously there's black people and like some Africans, they have like, you know, strong African features. I could see him do it. He's definitely in the shape to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just boil it down to it. Do you think they need to recast, or do you think if they recast, they disrespect T'Challa or Chadwick Boseman?
That's a predicament to put me in. I think they should just recast it because they've done it so many times. But like in other movies, like when they did that in other movies, I don't think it's because the actor died. So there's that to weigh in. Like when Heath Ledger died after playing the Joker, Christopher Nolan was very adamant about not recasting him because that was the plan. Like he was supposed to be in the sequel, The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
But you know, that would have been super disrespectful. He thought that Heath Ledger, and I agree. Like, who do you get to play like that role like he did in the first place?
Nobody.
Now, Chadwick obviously nowhere near as iconic as Heath Ledger was as the Joker, but still, it's kind of like I get both sides, so I can't really choose. You know,
they need to recast, bro. Black Panther did $1 billion. They need to recast because I'm thinking, of course, they're going to do some future Avengers movies in the future. Okay, we don't have Robert Downey Jr. anymore. We don't have Chris Evans. They're gone. You're going to need some new people in Avengers. It will only be right if you put Spider-Man in there, because Spider-Man is the most popular Avenger character. I mean, a Marvel character. You need to put Black Panther in there to be like the scientist dude that can take Robert Downey Jr. spot, because in the comic books, T'Challa is actually smarter than Tony Stark and has more money than Tony Stark. And if I was a betting man, that third person that you would put in Avengers, I would put Wolverine.
Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that like a lot of Marvel's biggest characters haven't even been in these Avenger movies. And I think you can argue that like Spider-Man, who is their biggest, hasn't even been done that well in an Avenger movie yet. Like, I love Spidey. Like that's my second. Well, he might be my first favorite. I go back and forth between him and Batman all the time, but I don't think he's had a good MCU movie. And I don't know. I wish they would do better. But as far as Black Panther goes, man, I think the only good thing, if they don't recast, the only good thing you can say is at least Black Panther is one of those characters where it's not like he's not like Spider-Man where he like specifically got bitten from the spider and that's how he got his powers. And like you kind of think of Peter Parker only. Like with Black Panther, he's kind of such a niche character that, you know, we know him as T'Challa, but a lot of people don't probably even know his name. And you could always just go get another one of those flowers and give it to some other dude. and
What
he's
this-
Black Panther.
But this is the thing. Okay, let's just say, look, Christopher Reeves Superman, he died. If we played the respect game, we would have never got movies like Henry Cavill Superman or Brandon Ruth.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's years later, though. You know,
Yeah.
time heals all wounds.
Bro, do you really want to see?
Fresh.
Do you really want to see that annoying sister as T'Challa's?
No, I don't want her to be Black Panther. That'd be disgusting. Yeah, I'm not watching that.
we supposed to wrap up the show. Going back to DC once again. Did you ever see the first Shazam movie?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was cool.
I thought it was cool too. I was expecting it to be bad, but it was actually all right.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, this is gonna be trash. But I thought it was cool, you know.
We got pictures right here that leaked of Zachary Levi in a suit. What are your thoughts about this?
I'll be completely honest. I don't care unless he's fighting Superman, Henry Cavill Superman. That's where I'm at with the Shazam films. Like, unless he's fighting Superman or like next to Superman, I don't care.
But see, that's the cold thing about it. You just said what everybody wants to see is at least Superman coming in here, being a mentor or something along those lines. And Warner don't want to do it.
Bro, what we really need is like for something to happen to Shazam and him and Superman have to fight, or like something happen to Superman, like he gets taken over by, Darkseid or whatever, and Shazam and him had to fight. That would be so cool, dude. Like,
Jedi Luke, what's up?
That would be amazing. Because like I feel like Shazam is like the only person in the DCEU right now that could actually take Superman.
I agree. And the cool thing about it too, you got Black Adam coming up. Why the freak is Black Adam not going to be in this movie? Because it's been confirmed that Black Adam will not be in Shazam 2. Now, I always thought
that's stupid.
Shazam main enemy was Black Adam. I think it's stupid.
Isn't it I remember in the end of the first one, wasn't it like some grasshopper or something, some caterpillar? I was like, what is this, man? Hey, wow, then. Wasn't it like a bug? It was a bug, right?
No, it was a bald-headed man that was the villain, wasn't it?
No. At the end, it was like some bug they showed, and like the bug is like an Easter egg for some villain. And
I thought it was disrespectful when they had Henry Cavill Superman Lord Torso. Remember when he was in the cafeteria, and then the camera went up, and you saw nothing but a long neck. What the freak did that even mean?
I don't think it was him.
But what did that supposed to represent, though? Was that just supposed to be funny? Like, oh, he's coming, and then
yeah, and it was like how they bonered us in WandaVision. WB's just stupid, man. I honestly feel bad for you. Like, I like DC, but I feel bad for you DCEU fans because I just don't think you'll ever get great movies at this point.
I don't think we is either. And the cool thing about it, man, is just like Lucasfilm, man. It's just like Lucas.
True.
But this is what I want to show Warner before we end the show. I told you, ABJ, that hour we're gonna go by quick. You didn't believe me. This
the
right here,
hour of my life. No.
It's a search interest for Justice League in 2021 was higher than The Mandalorian, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and WandaVision at their peaks. You got Justice League at the top, WandaVision below it, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and The Mandalorian. The people have spoken. They want Zack Snyder back. ABJ, what do you think about this?
I can believe it. I mean, I'm surprised Falcon and the Winter Soldier's over The Mandalorian, but it does not surprise me at all that WandaVision and Justice League are over it.
You want to know why, though? I think because Falcon and Winter Soldier was something new, something fresh.
Or maybe they were just all searching up, why is Falcon and the Winter Soldier so bad? Well, no, it wasn't bad. It was just very meh.
It's bad. It's bad. I didn't like none of it. And Dimash and I get on to me about it. He's like, oh, man, it has some good points and all that. No, it didn't. No,
yeah, I just thought it was meh. I didn't hate it or nothing. I just thought it was like,
you know what people could seriously do? If you want to watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier, if you haven't seen it yet, watch the first episode and watch the last episode.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. I thought the last episode wasn't even good. The only good episode is I really enjoyed, I think, was the first one.
And before we get out of here, because I got this in the thumbnail and I need to talk about it, did you see the new episode of Loki?
Yeah, of course, man. I stayed up actually to watch that one.
Okay, what are your thoughts about Loki?
You know what? I really do like the show, but it's kind of weird. It's like one of those shows where it's like they'll have like the first 2 episodes really good. Third episode didn't care for it.
Third episode was complete garbage.
Yeah, I didn't care for the 3rd episode. I didn't think it was garbage. I just thought like, oh, this is kind of like whatever. And the 4th I thought was cool, but I also didn't love it. This last one was the same way. Like, it was cool. I just think like it had some writing issues because it seems like they're just trying to like wrap it all up. You know, like they kind of flew past a lot of stuff without really developing it because there's only 6 episodes and we're on the 5th one. That's what it felt like.
What did you think about them fighting that monster at the end?
I thought it was dumb that they enchanted it. I was like, really, we're gonna enchant this? Okay. But I just think that whole episode is kind of sloppily written. It's very sloppy. I some people just absolutely love it. I thought it was sloppy, but
yeah.
I overall so far I do like the series. I think it's been the best Marvel series on Disney Plus.
Do you think we're expecting too much out of these Disney Plus movies? I mean, Disney Plus shows?
No, because I mean, you want a good show. I mean, you should never, I don't think you should ever feel like you're expecting too much for a show to be good. Like that's the whole point of entertainment. You want it to be enjoyable. I'm guessing you don't like this show.
I'm gonna tell you how I rated. Episode 1 was dope because it was something very new, very different compared to the other shows. Episode 2, it was a little let down, but it wasn't bad. Episode 3, what was episode 3 about?
Yeah, when they were in the Lamentus, you already said it was garbage.
No. It might have been episode 4. Which one was when they was on the train? I forgot that.
Yeah, it was episode 3.
That was hot trash garbage. Episode 4, it was a step up. It was good. I enjoyed it. When they were fighting those time watchers.
The timekeepers.
Yeah, that piqued my interest because now I want to know who's behind the curtain. Kind of like a Wizard of Oz type of thing. Number 5, episode 5, this current episode, it was fun. It was enjoyable.
Right.
So it's already looking better than WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier because with those shows, the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, that was not needed with that black and white stuff.
Yeah, that was garbage.
They could have just started her in color or whatever and then keep it moving. Falcon and Winter Soldier just only had 4 good episodes. This right here, they already have 3 good episodes and they only on episode 5. So I think we're gonna see some crazy stuff in this show. We might even have a Thor appearance.
I've liked every episode except number 3, and I don't even hate number 3. I just felt like it wasn't that good. I thought like, it was whatever. Yeah. It's not like I sat there like, dang, this is horrible. But I think where this show is really, and I mean, this might sound like, of course, this makes sense, but I feel like the way they end this is going to be like, it's going to matter the most. Because you can have a great show. That's what WandaVision did. Yeah. Had a really cool show up until like the last episode. And you're like, bro, we got bonered. So I hope they don't do that. Like the reveal is like, I don't know, something really stupid. So
it's probably gonna be something to tie in to the movies that's coming out for this year. I hope so too. ABJ, that's our time. I want to thank you for coming out. Any final words to promote your channel to 39 people in the chat?
Maybe